All right, we're here. We're live streaming. We're at the beach. The Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach, Nor'easter edition. What's today, the 30th? Thank you so much, Marlon. I got your message. Thank you. I know you're streaming also. Have a good stream. We're going to do a quick live stream just to keep the channel new and fresh. See what we could do. As you can see, conditions here at the beach are lovely. It's snowing here in New Jersey. And this is the Nor'easter edition. We got a Nor'easter coming in today. It's actually, this is the first part of it. The snow's coming in, so we're expecting this area to get torn up. I saw a warning. Our local New Jersey radio station media outlet, NJ1015, is saying up to 50-mile-per-hour winds. Thank you so much. I see there's somebody in the stream. David, hi. I could actually see your comments now. So David, hey, thanks for having us. David, if I'm not mistaken, I think you're in Florida, so it's probably a little bit warmer there. But we got a Nor'easter coming in. We're going to do a pre-hunt, a pre-Nor'easter hunt, and then a post-Nor'easter hunt, and we're going to live stream. So thank you so much for joining us. I got the detector set up. One disclaimer today, it's going to be a little bit of a short hunt. And last time, the machine, the Equinox 800, was going absolutely nuts due to the RFI, the radio frequency interference during the live stream. So I hope to avoid that today. So far, the detector seems fairly stable. We're going to remain optimistic, and without any further ado, we're gonna get hunting. We're hunting an outgoing tide this morning/afternoon, and there goes the machine going crazy again. So we got an outgoing tide, but we're nowhere near low tide. Low tide today is scheduled for closer to 3:30ish in this location, 3:30ish, maybe 3:15. All right, so we're gonna flip the camera around. You've seen more than enough of me, I'm sure. David, you're in Wilmington, North Carolina. Okay, thank you. My apologies. I thought that you were in sunny Florida, but I'm sure it's still warmer in Wilmington, North Carolina, than it is here in New Jersey. It's about 30 degrees, give or take, and as you can see, it's a little windy. You can probably hear the ocean cranking. All right, let's hope this machine stays fairly stable. And I actually did have my first target. Got the machine set up. I pulled up a Zinkin, which I also call beach trash. So, David, go find some gold. Hey, David, I'm hunting in beach too. I'm working on it. Listen, there's treasure out here. We know these beaches are full of treasure. Any beaches that are heavily utilized, 3, 4, 5 months out of the year, people swimming in there, there's treasure. There is gold out here. So if there's gold in the spots I'm hunting, I plan on finding it. Staying on the low and slow plan. All right, let's fill our hole. We got a Zinkin. Let's try to find some more stuff. All right, so looking for gold. We're looking for gold today. Listen, I'll dig clad. I don't mind digging clad. I don't like Zinkins, but we'll dig it. Okay, here we go. The Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Hey, let's do a quick panoramic shot, excuse me. And that ocean is lovely. It's so green, so beautiful. Quick panoramic view. The ocean's starting to tear up. Those waves are much bigger than they normally are. So we're looking good. And we're supposed to get hit with this Nor'easter starting today into tomorrow, Monday. And that Nor'easter is supposed to possibly continue into a little bit Tuesday, certainly into Monday evening. So we're looking forward to some beach erosion here. We're gonna really do some hunting after that beach gets eroded. We might be doing some OT on the beach, little beach overtime, right? So it'll be interesting to get a pre Nor'easter hunt and a post Nor'easter hunt. See how we do, see what the beach conditions look like. This is the first time I am detecting in the snow. So that's neat, bringing a new element to it. And let's find that gold. Let's find that gold. Working the beach. Try to do it nice and slow. Again, thanks so much for joining us, David. Good to have you. I hope somebody else joins us. They very well may. But if not, we're hunting. I do this alone, so it's nice to have somebody hunting alongside me. David, what's the temperature there in North Carolina? You guys, I think, are being, you're not going to get any of the storm. I think it's going to avoid you completely. So, David, if you could chime in, let us know what the weather conditions are where you're at and whether or not you're going to do any hunting this weekend. So, all right, got a tone here. David, this might be that gold tone you're talking about. Who knows? 10, 9, pretty stable 9, and it's small. I do not have the pinpointer today, so I'm working without the pinpointer, but that's okay. Pinpointers are optional accessories. Might make it a little bit more challenging, but still very much possible to detect. We got a nice 9 tone. Let's find this. Here we go. Trash or treasure? Trash or treasure? I prefer treasure. Steady enough for me to dig. All right, so we got like a 9 tone here. Still in the hole. Still in the hole. Got something. Where are you and what are you? All right, BC Treasure Trails. Good. I guess that's good morning, right? British Columbia, still morning. BC Treasure Trails, thank you so much for joining us. The Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. We got a 9, 10. Let's see what it is. Don't have my pinpointer today, but we've hunted without a pinpointer a long time before or at least a little time before we had one, so we'll make the best of it. Should be in here somewhere. Something really tiny, something really small. Let's see if we can track it down a little better. I actually have a little sifter here. This might help us. See if we can get it in here. Not in here. I'm gonna be missing my pinpointer today. Might have to go back and get it. What is this, the old-fashioned way, huh? All right, if it's something that small, I'm not gonna freak out about it. It's probably a little piece of lead. All right, so it's in here. See if we can sift it out a little bit. See if anything shines through. Here we go, the Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. All right, David, you said yes, so I guess it's still morning over in British Columbia. Very good. Very good. See if I can see anything in here. I don't see anything. I don't think we got anything. Nothing noteworthy, nothing shiny. All right, let's take a look. Oh, what do we got? Piece of copper. We got a little copper hook that just broke off. So the Equinox working, always finding small stuff. And we successfully located something pretty small without a pinpointer. So we're good. We're gonna keep on hunting. Thank you so much for joining us again. The Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Looking for treasure. David said, look, find the gold. So we're gonna try to find the gold today. Fill in our holes, be a good steward of the land here. Try to minimize risks created by the hobby and keep the hobby having a good appearance. Okay, on to our next target. Let's go. So we got a little copper hook, and my first signal was a zinkin, which I found off camera. Another 9, another 10, and it sounds very similar. You know what that is? That's the residual part that fell off. There was another piece that fell off. Little tiny piece. So, okay, let's keep going. Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Look at all this frozen ground here. The sand does get really, the sand does get frozen. I've learned doing this anyway. All right, 3 people in the live stream, welcome. Thank you for joining us. The Detecting Show with Johnny O. We are in the pre-nor'easter hunt. The nor'easter's coming. That water's churning up. Looking for treasure, looking for gold, silver, anything of value, and we will also clean up our beach. Okay, yeah, me too, David. And I've commented about that. Mind you, I mean, I'm a new detectorist. I've only been doing this seriously for 3 or 4 months, maybe, since October. And I have found some tiny, tiny, tiny pieces, and they were not always surface finds, you know, 3-4 inches down. I have found some tiny things, and that is incredible. It really is a testament to this machine. Just what you can find with this thing. Sometimes frustrating. I'd rather take that than, you know, the frustration of having really tiny, tiny targets than missing stuff. But I mean, this thing can find stuff that like you can barely see with the human eye. That's just the reality of it. Stuff that's like a quarter of the size of the nail on your pinky or smaller. So, you know, and it's usually pretty good though. You can usually tell. I've been able to train my ear for the most part. Been able to tell if it's something really small, because if it is something really tiny and it's on the surface, it'll double tap, right? The Equinox will double tap. This is what I found out anyway. It'll double tap, but it might show that it's 6 or 8 inches down. But if it's double tapping like that, with this machine, I found that you could surmise it's a small item. Okay, we got a signal. 20, 25, 24. Let's do this. Sounds like a coin. It's a little bit inconsistent, which piques my curiosity. It's also showing it's a deep target, about 8 inches. So let's see if digging it out a little bit brings it a little bit more into focus. So again, thank you so much for joining us. Do appreciate it. It's nice to have you on this hunt. Want to get out before the storm comes and after the storm comes and see what the difference is. See if we can find some good stuff. All right, still in there. Looks like it's a solid 25. So what could that be? What do you guys think? Solid 25, maybe a dime? Dimes are usually what, like 24? 25 is a little bit of an odd signal. Steady 25. All right, I think we got it. Should be in the scoop. All right, and this sand is way too heavy, so we're gonna do the old dumperoo. Oh, there it is. Okay. Is it a dime? 25, 26. Let's find out. Okay. Here we go. Honing in my skills without the pinpointer today. But that is a-okay. It's better to have than not to have, but we can still hunt without it, right? Definitely saves us a little time, maybe a little frustration, but it is what it is. I'm not going back to get it. I'm already starting, so we'll do our quick hunt and look for the good stuff and move on. Okay. Where are you and what are you? Are you a dime? Okay. All right, should be in here. Should be in the sifter. Here we go. The detecting show with Johnny O, live at the beach. What do we have? Don't tell me we have a whole lot of nothing. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sure looks like a dime to me. Yes it is. Okay, looks like it's clad. It's a dime. And we will confirm, yeah, it sure is clad. All right, cool. So we're 10 cents richer. We'll take it. We're finding stuff. We're happy. Here we go. On to our next target. Make sure we fill in our hole real quick. Thank you so much for joining us. Nice to have you out there. All right, here we go. So we're going to do a quick live stream today. We're not going to keep it going too long. So give you a heads up before we wrap up. Hopefully we can find a couple more things. Quick beach on today, and then post-storm we're going to spend a lot more time here. So, all right, on to our next target. Here we go. Do a little spiral pattern. The ground doesn't seem too hard. It seems like all that frozen stuff is just surface. So we could dig through it at least. Do a little spiral pattern, see if there's any other nice deposits around. Try to stay low and slow with the coil. So it's definitely cold. It's definitely windy, but it's tolerable. Got enough layers on. My hands are probably the coldest thing, just wearing the gloves, but better with the thin gloves than no gloves at all. Absolutely. Okay, we'll keep doing the V pattern. See if we can't find something else. This beach keeps producing. Heavily used in the summertime. Probably, certainly June through early September, and even after that a little bit. This beach is heavily utilized, and it keeps producing plenty of clad. So we're gonna keep hunting it. Seems like we're just beating the same spot over and over again, and the clad keeps coming up. So why not? Do another quick panoramic view for your viewing pleasure. That water looks absolutely beautiful. Agua green, marine green, whatever they call it. All right, live at the beach. The detecting show with Johnny O. Pre-nor'easter edition. This will be my first storm that I plan on hunting after a nor'easter, so could be interesting. We'll see what happens with that. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we get some nice deep cuts, and we'll have some good finds. That'll be find some gems, find some treasures. All right, here we go. Hunting in Beach 2. Detector, the machine's holding nice and stable, even though we're doing the live stream, so I'm grateful for that. We have had difficulty previously with the machine just bugging out during a live stream, and that is not the issue as of yet. So we will take it. We will absolutely take it. All right, just continuing to work our V patterns, and really nice to be out here. Even if the weather's a little inclement, there's not too many people out here today. Understandable. That fog is really coming in. All right, I heard something. Is it a mid-tone? Is it a high tone? All right, that is a deep 24. That sounds really deep. It's a weak signal. 14K coming up. BC Treasure Trails. From your mouth to God's ears. Okay, here we go. It's nice to have the chat too. I didn't have the chats before. That's a new addition to using this streaming software, so it's nice to be able to see what you guys are saying. We will take the 14K all day. I have not yet found gold. I am certainly willing to find gold, and I believe able. I have found silver a couple times on this beach. So I guess I'm due for a gold hit, right? We'll take it. No pull tabs. Plenty of 14K. I guess that kind of signal could be gold. 23, 24, right? Could be a ring. At least that's what I've heard. And it's deep. It's a deep signal, making me work for it. Not my favorite signal, but we got to go for it, right? Okay, here we go. Still holding 24, 25. Looking for 14K. Diamonds would be nice. Diamond encrusted 14K. Yeah, all right. 26 now. Wow, look at this. It's becoming an interesting signal. Maybe it's silver. I've had found a silver medallion on this beach last week. It was ringing up at 27 solid. Silver medallion. I did not post that yet. I will. All right, we're getting closer. 24, 25. All right, we got it. All right, let's do this. $25. All right, this should be recoverable in the scoop, I think. Oh, and I think think we got another signal here too. All right, let's try this one first. There should be something in here. And then we got another signal right where we dumped. Okay, what do we have here? It's round. Looks like coinage. Thank you so much for joining us. The Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Is that a zinc penny? Yeah, it's just a memorial penny. Oops. Okay, well, shoot me out of the sky. All right, but we got another signal right here where we dumped. So let's take a look. 25, 26. Another signal right here, right where we dumped. Let's find it. All right, I think it's in the scoop. Here we go. Sorry for the shaking. Sounds like there's something in the scoop. Okay, another penny. Another memorial. Look at that. Pretty crusted over. Hey, at least it's not a zinkin. Sure looks like a memorial. Okay, well, we'll take it. It's money. It's not a zinkin. We're happy. Here we go. BC Treasure Hunters found one silver earring Saturday. Sanded in. All right. No, not a quarter. Okay. Anything else around? Let's do a quick check. We'll make sure we fill in our holes as usual. Be good stewards of the beach. Try to keep it slow. Always trying to slow down my swing. I want to rush with my swing. I don't know why. I'm not a fast-paced type person, but whenever I get to beach detecting, I always want to swing that coil way too fast. So at least I'm mindful of it and try to keep myself in check. And I've said it before, these live streams help me do that. If I'm swinging too fast in the live stream and I rewatch it later, helps me keep myself in check. So, all right, big hole. Found a couple clad coins so far. Small piece of beach copper, like a little hook. And we're finding stuff. The signals are here. Pinpointer free today. Going to China? No, I don't want to go to China. Okay, let's find something else. Tilt the camera down a little bit. This looks like it's a pretty flat area, so we'll take a minute up here. Waves are crashing up here, keeping it really flat. So we'll explore up a little higher. We're probably at the high tide line right here, normal high tide. Mind you, when that nor'easter hits, I'm sure it's going to come much higher. I believe we're expecting like 8-foot seas, all the wind up to 50 miles per hour. So looking forward to that. All right, could this be a dream signal? 13. Oh boy, that might be that 14K. That might be that 14K. Now it sounds like it's small because it's double tapping, but it's showing it's 4 inches down. So it's probably something small, and it seems like it's in the scoop. So let's see if we could at least get it in the scoop. But I'm calling it's something small. I don't know anything beyond that. All right, nothing in the scoop. All right, let's find this tiny 11, 12, 13. All right, we should have it. Something tiny. Let's see what we got. All right, the Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Pre-nor'easter edition. All right, what is this gonna be? Pretty solid mid-tone, very solid mid-tone. And it looks like it is too small to fit in the sifter here. So it's something really tiny. I will admit I'm missing my pinpointer, but doing it the old-fashioned way. Keep me humble. It's keeping me humble. Oh, I think I hear something clanking in there. All right, so we're sifting away here. Here's something clanking. Something's clanking in here. I can't see it. Glasses are fogging up. We'll sift it out a little bit more. I feel like I'm gold panning. Feel like I am gold panning. Okay, what do we got? Oh boy. Let's see. We have an old copper screw. It looks mechanical. Mechanical screw, flathead. That is a first for me. I have not yet found a mechanical screw, a copper mechanical screw on the beach. Yeah, no pinpointer, haha. I'm not the one laughing, but I'm glad you are. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna get the pinpointer later. I'm gonna make sure I grab it. It seems like I always forget something. So long as I don't, so long as I make sure I take my detector back home with me, I'm okay. Yeah, never gonna do that again. Okay, here we go. So we got some clad. Volume's still working. Yeah, not a pull tab, right? Exactly. I hope my volume's still on. I had an incoming call. Please let me know if you can't hear me. That was an issue one of our previous live streams, and I was not aware of it. So yeah, not a pull tab. Thank you very much. I'll take it. Listen, it's copper. I think that's a semi-precious metal. Tell me if I'm wrong. Right? Copper's very useful. It's not foil. It's not a pull tab. And that thing is old. Looks like it's an old mechanical screw. We will take it. So here we go. The Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream. We do appreciate it. It's nice to hunt with you. This is the pre-nor'easter edition. See what we can find before the big nor'easter comes. We're supposed to get nailed with it for like 48 hours starting tonight. And we're looking for that beach erosion. And this beach already looks like it's been a little bit eroded. So let's do another panoramic view, because I'm not just here for the treasure. I'm here to enjoy all this time outdoor and God's creation. So that's a big part of what we do here. And this beach is already somewhat eroded, especially in certain parts. There's low points. So we're looking forward to see what this this nor'easter is going to do. That's going to hit New Jersey. Maybe we'll dig up some older stuff that's been laying on the ground for a while. All right, here we go. Try to keep the coil low and slow. Those waves are getting angry. They don't look happy, getting mad. That's fine by me. But I'm not gonna be here when the brunt of it hits. I'm gonna go hide on shore somewhere. Gonna be a landlubber. All right, we got a signal. Is this a dream signal? 6. All right, let's find those that dream mid-tone. Thank you so much for joining us again, everybody in the live stream. Do appreciate it. Please hit the thumbs up button. We love doing these live streams. We love having you with us. Please, if you have not subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Hit the alert bell. And also, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up, the like button. This way, our channel will remain relevant. And hopefully more people will find out about it and enjoy some live hunts with us. We love doing these live beach hunts. Get a lot of fun, enjoyment out of it. And it's nice to have you guys along for the journey here. Okay, so that was a 6. And, oh, here we go. It seems like it's out of the hole. Apparently not. Try again. All right, what's it gonna be? I don't know. I don't know. Let's spread this out. See if we can find what that 6 is. All right, 7, solid 7. Any calls? You have until I can dig it out of here to call it. Solid 7. Could be a dream signal. Or it could be junk. Oh no, not junk. We have a piece of copper, half moon shaped, and it looks like it was it looks like it was cut, or maybe it was folded over and finally gave way. So we have an old piece of beach copper. That is cool. I never mind finding that. That is a piece of history. Who knows where it came from? Maybe off an old ship. I don't know, but I like finding beach copper. And that was a 7. Clearly it's been in the wash for a while. Very neat. Another piece of beach copper. All right, we'll fill in our hole. Keep hunting. Here we go. All right. The detecting show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Have some clad. Found some beach copper, copper screw, mechanical, and we haven't found any beach junk yet. I did find a little beach junk before I started streaming. So, all right, let's go. Here we go. Looking for treasure. Where are you at? Where's that 14K? Where is that 14K? A lot of beach shells washing up. Feel pretty warm, nice and toasty. Got plenty of layers on today. Just the hands get a little cold. That's it. Feet are staying dry. I'm good. So long as my feet stay dry, I'm usually good to go. I've gotten my feet wet a couple times with the muck boots, and that's never pleasant. Never ever pleasant. All right, let's find something good down here. Let's find the heavier stuff down here. We're gonna work closer to the tide line now. We found some clad, we found some other stuff up high, but maybe there's some heavier deposits down here. So we'll try to stick before we end the stream. We'll try to hunt a little bit closer to the wash. Mind you, we're still a few hours from low tide, so conditions will be better a little bit later, but we'll give it a try. Might be some good deposits down here, a little bit closer to the surf line. Hunting in beach mode 2. Sensitivity's jacked up to like 23 and holding steady for the stream. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. I do appreciate it. Means a lot to me. Really appreciate your support. Please go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert bell, and I do like to reciprocate, so I'll be checking out your channel, and make sure that I hit the like button as well. It's a really nice community, being part of this YouTube community. It's really nice. People do support each other. It's nice to be out here with other detectorists, enjoying the same hobby together. All right, so seems like there are lacking targets here, but we're not going to give up because that heavy stuff might be deposited here. So we're gonna take our chances. We did find the clad up top, some lighter objects, but I'm looking for the gold. I'm looking for the heavy stuff. How about a nice 14K ring, something like that? Maybe a chain. Let's work the tide line a little bit. See what we can find. And enjoy our time out here before this big storm comes. And yeah, this week I did not do much detecting. I did get out twice early in the week. That was, I think, it. Some pretty short hunts, tried to do a live stream, but the audio was not functioning well, so I kind of gave up on that. Excuse me, I ended up deleting that video. Didn't find anything too interesting in that video regardless. But I mean, I do these early morning hunts, and it's been like 16 degrees in the morning and windy. No, I have limits. So I did not do much hunting early AM edition, and that's the reason why I have limits. I'm not going out when it's 16 degrees and windy along the shoreline. That's too much for me. In the mid-20s, yes. Below that, I don't think so. Not unless something incredible is going on. It's just not worth it for me. We could wait a couple days to see if it warms up. So, gonna be nice getting out here in the summer in a pair of shorts and barefoot or in a pair of sandals or something, or maybe I'll wear some water shoes. I'm looking forward to that. Be nice and toasty warm. So again, thank you so much for joining us. The Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Afternoon pre-nor'easter hunt. Looking forward to that nor'easter. Gonna see what happens after. Find some goodies. Oh man, these waves are really crashing now. It's coming. Things are getting warmed up out here. And the detector's holding pretty steady, pretty stable. I'm happy. Happy at the stability. Yesterday I was here. I did not bring the detector with me, but I was on this beach yesterday, and we were just walking around, just kind of looking for stuff. And we did find quite a few shells. A lot of shells were washing up on the beach. So, I mean, that's always a good sign. I think, anything washing up is a good sign. There were a ton of shells. There were a ton of people here picking up the shells. So the stuff is washing up for sure. And we'll take a couple more passes, see if we can't find anything. We do know that there are targets up high, but I'm looking for something heavier. I'm looking for that gold. We're gonna do our best to find it. Gold's a much more limited target than anything else, right? Not too much trash today. That's fine too. I don't mind avoiding the trash. All right, trying to keep the swing nice and slow. Looking for all that erosion coming. Here we go. All right, a little bit of iron there. I have a feeling it's going to be really great after this storm comes. After these beaches are torn up, get on some of that old stuff. That's what we're looking for. We want the older stuff. All right, so we'll do this pass and then we'll search up high a little bit, just because we are not getting any targets at all closer to the surf line. And we want to find at least something else before we terminate this thing, right? Try to get at least one more thing. All right, the Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Pre-nor'easter edition. Nor'easter's coming in from the west. Well, I guess from the northwest. It's going to be hitting us very soon. Should be here tonight. We did have a little snow squall that was going through when we started. All right, what's this? 30. 29. All right, that's a quarter. It could be a quarter. Might be a token. I found quite a few tokens here. Pretty close to the quarter range. Actually, that might be a surface find. What's this? I see something on the surface right here. Is that it? All right, I do not. That's actually, looks like that's a stone. I don't think that's our object. That is not our object. 30, 31. This might not be, it's too solid for a quarter. Usually quarter's closer to 39 or 29, so a little bit of a mystery signal. Very close to a quarter. Maybe a token. But I don't think it's a quarter. If it is a quarter, maybe it's silver. Maybe that's why it's ringing up differently. If so, I'll take it. Let's see. Try to get it in the scoop here. What is this mystery signal? Not one that I can recall having previously. All right, should be in the scoop. A little bit of a mystery signal, close to a quarter signal, but I do not believe it's a quarter. At least not a modern clad quarter. And sure enough, sure looks like a quarter. Well worn, well eroded. It's been out there for a while. And it might be silver. Huh. I don't want to rub on it too much. Try to get a date on it. This thing's a beautiful color. It is not silver. It is a 1990 well-corroded quarter. I guess that's why it was ringing up a little differently. So we got a clad quarter. All right, I promised a live stream. At least I promised I was going to do my best to give you a brief live stream today. That is what I did, and we are going to end there. Lovely panoramic view of the beach here. Just want to say thank you so much for joining us. This has been another episode of the Detecting Show with Johnny O, live at the beach. Please hit the thumbs up button. We love doing these live hunts. We love having company for them. And if you're thinking about getting into the hobby, I would recommend checking out various YouTube videos. I've learned a lot over these last few months watching them. And yeah, please go ahead and join us another time. We do appreciate it. So have a good day wherever you are. We look forward to giving you the post-nor'easter version of this hunt. So take care, and as always, happy hunting.